Alright everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Lemax Graveyard Dance. Let's get into it. Okay, so the Graveyard Dance, it was released in 2013, and the SKU number off the top is 34601. Now for some dimensions. We have 5.98 inches high, 8.50 inches wide, and 7.99 inches in depth. Product types, table accent, and it is made of poly resin. Now let's talk power. You have two options. You have 3 AA batteries with a little battery pack. Now mine was purchased used and did not have it, but I believe it was included. You also have a secondary option of a 4.5 volt DC adapter, and it draws about 130 milliamps, so this makes a great option for those multi-purpose adapters. Now let's talk price. I could not locate the original price that it came out as. I'm going to estimate it was probably somewhere in the $29.99 range at the time, somewhere in that ballpark, but today they're about $50 all said and done in my area. So if you were to ship to you, it should be similar in that price range. Some websites, however, will have some skyrocket pricing, but I did find, I think it was like eHobby and places like that, did have some left for about $50 when it was all said and done. As far as the weight, it seems to be roughly a pound, somewhere in that estimate as well, and that about completes all of our facts, so let's actually put this thing together first. Okay, so setup is very simple. Inside of your styrofoam container includes 3 dancers, and you will grab each one and place them on the magnet. The order does not make a difference. It's all personal preference, as they will just spin based on where they are at that moment. Okay, let's take a closer look. So starting with the sign itself, Graveyard Dance every full moon from dusk till dawn. A great little saying. It's actually a decent sized sign as well, and I kind of like the contrast of the colors. It really kind of fits well with the piece overall. And this obviously has a feel like the Graveyard Party. It's kind of in that same vein. These would work amazingly together, actually. Side by side, they might even look like one giant piece. So let's continue on now to the dancers themselves. Like I said earlier, there are 3, and they're very nicely detailed. Everything from the contrast of the colors within the clothes is even very detailed. They're like zombies, and it's very obvious because they were done so well. And when you have like the older couple with the yellow and blue, and another couple with the red and the black, and then even a solo dancer, which is probably one of my favorites there in the pink, is fantastic. Also, in the middle, you're going to have some skeletons playing some music. I wish this piece played music. It does not, so we'll never know exactly what they're playing. But it was a great idea. And all things considered, having them right in the middle just made kind of a cool little fun bonus piece. Also in the middle, there is a gravestone as well, and some bones and skulls and things like that, kind of playing off again that skeleton theme. There's going to be a lot of that here. As we work our way down to the base now, you are going to see even more of the skeleton bones and body parts and things like that, and even some more tombstones, which actually are fairly well detailed as well. And I can't help but every time I look at this, especially as we get towards the base here, how much it reminds me of the Graveyard Party, and they came out years apart. So if anything, really, the Graveyard Party was really kind of more like a developed version of this since they were so many years apart. But anyways, nonetheless, it feels good, this piece. It feels like a good time. It's not gigantic, but it's definitely more than big enough. And for the money, this is a really good way to get some animation in your village without completely breaking the bank. So these table accent pieces are really a good idea. And as far as the lighting, I just want to touch on that because, again, it's not the most expensive piece in the world. The lighting is simple, just some simple green that just kind of steady on. This is piece, if you're buying this piece, it's about the animation and that theme, really expanding that theme, but also trying to get some movement into your village. And if you're looking for a good time, the Graveyard Dance is for you. I'm going to go ahead and hit the lights and add a little music in there so you can kind of get the vibe. Again, this piece is really a fun one. There is no soundtrack to it, but the animation is really cool. There it is, guys. Graveyard Dance. Thank you as always for continuing to support my channel. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.